Hey, what's going on, everybody? From the SFFL, I'm Jacob Culp, here with Jack Ponks, and this is Hot Ones, the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Now, with us today, we have a breaking milestone. The first time in SFFL, or just Hot Ones history, we have a repeat member and guest of the show. This man is Midwest renowned for his powerful dimples, gambling habit, and, of course, dorm room boxing. Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, the winner of the 2019 Hot Ones Bowl / loser, depending on your opinion, Jack Ponks. All right, Jack, how are we feeling today? You excited to get going?
First off, I just want to thank absolutely nobody for this. I feel like a fucking idiot. Let's get started.
All right, well, with that, first wing. All right, let's get down to business. We're not going to ignore any of the actual statements. The story of this show is you are back for the second time in 2 years, back in 12th place for the second consecutive year. How does it feel, man? How does it feel to be in the same exact place as last year?
You know, this one goes out to the Always Sunny watchers. It's kind of like Dee Reynolds. Whenever she's acting, I kind of feel like her. I feel like you guys are the other characters just like watching me do my thing. So, it's not fun, but it happens.
All right, well, ready for the second wing if you are. If you want to finish the wing, you can.
Oh.
Yeah, finish off, man. You're going to enjoy it now because it's going to get worse later. All right, and now for the second wing, which is, Captain Kurt's jackpot sauce. And that'll be that one right there.
All right. You want a bite?
No, I do not. And now I want to expand on something from last year's. From the actual show. The one that you were a part of, as we all remember. Who at the time said you were last in every spot in the Dynasty ranking, which isn't actually true last year. This year, you now are. After Tyler Patterson's successful year, you were officially... I'd ask, because your answer to that last year was that you were going to follow the upward progression of the Browns and, quote-unquote, surprise some people by winning some games. I'm going to let you sit with the irony there for a second. How do you... what has happened? What has prevented you from progressing as a fantasy football player?
I don't want to make excuses, but I feel like last year, I had a bad team. I was bad. I drafted bad players, made bad trades. This year, I made bad trades to an extent, I think. I think I took more risks this year. Tried to maybe, jump into a higher place, maybe skip a few steps. Mistake, obviously, but
Of course.
I also feel like I got hit with the injury bug pretty bad. Our team leader, of course, Will Dissly, down week 4 after, averaging a touchdown. It sucks. Matt Ryan going down in the middle of the year. A few other guys, Calvin Ridley, I know Spencer was talking about that a few hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just, I got hit pretty bad with the injuries, and, that's what happens.
All right, well, if you're ready to move on, if you want to finish the wing, you can, but we have Los Calientes, the special hot one sauce, the first one. If you want to eat, that's this one right here.
Yeah.
So you mentioned trades during last year and this year as you made some bad ones. Well, let me take you through a couple of the bad ones you may have made. Let's go with the first one, Zach Ertz for Antonio Brown. The second one, Marquise Brown for Royce Freeman. And the third one, Miles Sanders and DeAndre Hopkins for Chris Carson and Calvin Ridley at a time of the year where they probably would have helped you in the consolation bracket. Now, if you could go back and choose one of those trades to take back, one of those trades that you wouldn't have done, which one would it have been?
I guess it's controversial. It'd be the AB Ertz trade.
Okay.
Going into that trade, my mindset was, number one, Will Dissly, who was like tight end 3 or 4 maybe. Yeah. And then I had Greg Olsen, who had just put up like 20 in like 2 or 3 weeks in a row. So, I'm thinking about that. Zach Ertz, I can get a high value, maybe take a risk, like I said earlier. I just kind of wanted to, like I said, kind of jump over, try and find that extra receiver that I really didn't draft.
Yeah.
Because I had Kamara, I had Jacobs, which I thought was fine.
Yeah.
And then, you throw AB in that mix, especially in New England. Like, that's a huge...
Yeah.
That's looking at that from my standpoint, it's a good team, right, on paper, sure. So, yeah, definitely the Ertz trade, because then obviously Will Dissly goes down and Olsen is shipped out for somebody. That ended up being a good trade, though. Yeah. Because Olsen blows. But, so I really just think it was more of a that was kind of a step that like I thought I could take because I had two good tight ends. So,
all right. Well, I mean, if you're ready, you can take a sip. Of course, I understand. We're gonna move on to the fourth wing, which is Frank's Red Hot sauce. This one is hot buffalo flavored, and I'll be that one right there for you, if you're ready.
Of course.
So this year, as every year at the this year the 11th annual Saunders Christmas Party, there's the Madden tournament, which you always seem to take part in. This year you actually had a pretty good showing. You upset AJ Friend 17-14.
Yeah.
Part of that included you tackling him from behind in the red zone on what was potentially the game-winning Hail Mary.
Oh.
But in the second round, you were then trampled by Colin 28-6 in one half after he unleashed all of his fantasy frustrations out through running the ball with Nick Chubb for 200-plus yards on about 6 carries. So now I need to ask you, what memory looms larger? Pulling off the upset over AJ or Colin absolutely thrusting you?
Definitely the AJ upset.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it. Colin played in the Madden League. I didn't play in the Madden League. Colin's good at Madden, I'm not. I don't know. I mean, going into that, everybody knows I'm pretty bad at Madden, so going into that, definitely just getting a win.
Positive mindset, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I respect that. Well, if you're ready, we can move on to the next one.
Sure.
So this one is going to be Tabasco habanero sauce. I get that drink in because it's going to start ramping up. How you feeling right now? I got to ask.
Fine.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
It's only halfway through, so
Ty called me out and said I'd be done by wing 3, so.
So you're doing good right now.
I'm feeling good. Fuck you, Ty.
All right. Well, while you eat that wing, computer guy, can we please get that over here? All right, you can start eating the wing. You're good. All right. So, for this one, we do a little segment like we like to call Explain That Graham. And in this, we go into the viewer's Instagram, or the member's Instagram, and we kind of look at, some specific Instagram pictures and what was the context of the story. So this first one, we're going to go, this was actually from New Year's Day 2020. It was actually captioned, "Pass some seasoning, please," which almost seems a little ironic for the moment. It had a couple pictures, you with a group of people, including your girlfriend and some of the guys.
Yeah.
So just take us through that night.
Yeah, it was a fun night. We started off in, I had work that morning.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, so I go to work for whatever, get off a little early, go home. And then we went to, Marco picked me up with Allie and Lexi, and we went to, Naperville, the Mongolian Grill.
Okay.
That's right, yeah. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, actually. It was really good. Had a lot of food. Got back to Maya Bonnie's house we went to first. And, I don't know, had some shots, whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of just hung out. So, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. Honestly, Maya's kind of sucked because prepubescent 2019ers were roaming free. So it was nice to get out to Marco's house, obviously, and just have fun over there with the boys. So, yeah, it was a fun night overall. Had a lot to drink, had a lot to talked a lot. So, yeah.
All right, and the second one, it's actually from earlier this year, is the
Beat the seasoned vets in BP too. So
that is true. He did beat the seasoned vets and a lot of
sauce.
All right. So the second one is actually going to be. It was captioned 2-0 in the green and ... gold ? Games. It looks like something to do with your baseball team, but explain to me what those are.
Yeah, so we have all our practice jersey or unis have always been green and gold because we're green and gold for St. Norbert.
Of course.
And we always play like an inter squad at the end of the year.
Gotcha.
Or at the end of fall ball. So that's like the final one. A lot of parents come out to it because a lot of people are local. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was the green and gold games, what we call it. This year our coach had our green and white jerseys. So it was kind of a joke, like, who's going to be in the green and gold game between those guys and that team. So
gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, 2-0 because we won. I won last year and my team won this year. So yeah, it was pretty sick.
Pretty good record in that.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're going
all right.
next year.
Well, wonderful. Okay, computer man, thank you very much. All right, and enough of that. If you're ready to move on, we can move on to our sixth sauce. Things are starting to ramp up. How you feeling?
I'm fine. Yeah.
You're looking at this a little nervous, right?
Yeah, it's not.
This is Dave's Insanity Sauce. It's gourmet, just so you know. So it's going to be this one. This is the last one on the first plate of wings. So just remember, if you get after this, it's pretty much death. So, good luck.
Yeah, that extra Cecil is...
Yeah, it's staring in your eyes, right?
It's staring in my fucking nose. This thing shit smells bad. Oh, my God.
It's a very red wing, isn't it? All right. Now, following this, we're going to talk about how another thing related to baseball, because you, Raymond, myself, and of course Scott Zacher are the only members of this group who play college athletics. So explain to me the typical life of a college athlete, how it changes, because I know it's different from fall to spring, obviously, travel schedule, daily schedule. What is the life of being a St. Norbert baseball player? Oh, boy. I think we need some more milk.
Man.
Yep.
I'm going to take a second now.
Yeah, of course.
Hit the throat pretty
Take your
hard.
time, but not as much time as last year. All right. This is what I like to see.
So the daily life of a St. Norbert baseball player. Well, that's bad.
Yeah.
Definitely, I don't know, wake up, go to class, so. Oh my god, fuck.
I'll give you a prompt. I'll give you a prompt while you're drinking the milk, so we can, at least have some sort of focus on it. Let's say fall ball season. What is the main schedule? Because I feel like that's more consistent than maybe spring might be.
Mm-hmm. So obviously fall ball it's D3, so it's all optional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, all optional. We're hitting every day and fielding like 3 times a week. We only have like 20 hours per person.
Gotcha.
With the coach.
Gotcha.
So it's like fine for like a minute, and then it's.
Yeah. I'm sure you regret getting salt again, but we'll stay on the topic right now.
Yeah, so. Yeah, essentially. All right, so anyway, hitting every day. And we move on. We have like fielding 3 times a week.
Okay.
Just a positional coach.
Yeah.
And we have inter squads. This year we actually ramped it up once to twice a week.
Okay.
Instead of once, which was new. Which honestly. Was weird. Having 2 inter squads is just a lot because
I know it's going to be rough no matter what. So this 7th wing out of 8 is going to be Exoresco. And that is definitely something that I think a lot of people have mentioned, slightly stinging to the nostrils. So hey, make sure to be careful around the eyes. You don't want to get any of that hot sauce on there. All right, it's going to be this wing right here after you get your next gulp of milk. Of course, take your time. Take your time. I would say I understand, but I don't because I've never been last place. So,
You're right. You ain't wrong. All right.
It's better to just take it out.
I don't know about that.
That's true. I don't have the experience you do.
I just cup 3 of milk, so. I blow on it, it gets cooler.
Probably. That's a big old. That was a big bite out of that one. So, this one. So now at the Rojas family New Year's Eve party, you and your girlfriend, as you just mentioned earlier, had a very respectable run in BP when we played water pong. And you knocked out several players, including, as you mentioned, the seasoned vets. You guys really ran the tables. And I just want to know, where did you learn these kind of skills?
Well, honestly, it helps playing baseball. Hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, of course.
Really, honestly, we play every day, every weekend of a St. Norbert.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Urban Dictionary definition for St. Norbert, but it essentially is, like the example is, it was cold as fuck. We still got hammered though, so
sounds about right for to be in Wisconsin.
Yeah, we got a ping pong table in the baseball house or with the house, so we just set up every weekend, play a game, play a couple, hang out. So that's kind of where I got. I'll be honest with you, she was the sixth man of the year. Big time role player.
Big Lou Williams role.
Yeah, we played a game up there, and we got like fucking ran. Like they beat us like 10-8 or like
10-2.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran us. So it was nice to see that she actually hit more than one shot. Actually, she kind of, I don't know, she did well, better than expected.
That's good. Hey, that's what you got to look forward to. All right, well, Mr. Ponks, this is the moment.
Yeah.
This is Hot Ones, the Last Dab Redux version, actually. And I'm shaking this, and there's a reason I'm shaking this.
Yeah, what is
It's
that?
tradition
Is it?
on this show to put a little extra on your wing. Now, I'm not going to do it. It's your choice. Although, unless you'd want me to do it with your wing hands. But I can do it for you. If you want to do it yourself, I really, I know it's a very point of emphasis and pride. If you want to put it on, you can. If not, there's already plenty on there. And he's going for it. Gotta love the heart out of this kid. Oh, boy. Okay. That's called heart right there. You know what? I kind of want to see you eat the whole wing now.
That's hilarious.
It's time, Jack.
Digest for a second.
Yeah, of course. I understand. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Jack, if you're ready to go, this is it, the last wing. You've already doused it in sauce. Let's see, we're ready to go. Of course, mental preparation for the last one. We've seen him do it before.
Really?
Yeah, there's been a Hot Ones where they don't get in milk. All right, Jack, this is it, the final wing, the final question. And with that, we have to bring it back to fantasy football one last time. If you could change one thing about this season, anything, a draft pick, a trade, the way a player turned out, even something somebody else did, what would you change?
One thing. I'm going to give you one, and I'm going to give you a runner-up.
All right. Sounds
Number
good to
one,
me.
draft McCaffrey.
Okay.
Gets me out of the playoff or into the playoffs, out of the consolation bracket easily. By if you go run through all the times I was a few points off. I mean, you even put it in one of the LM notes. Highest score like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Highest losing score. Yeah.
It shifts it. It shifts the narrative entirely. The second one, Tyler Higbee putting up fucking 18 in the consolation bracket. I don't know what to say. Everybody on my team, we actually had a decent weekend. We put up like 118.
Yeah.
The consolation bracket should be a win.
Yeah, right.
It's consolation bracket
Naturally.
And Tyler Higbee came from behind. He was down like 27, 28.
Mm-hmm.
All I had to do is have Chris Carson put up 10, which he did, and Tyler Higbee not put up 18, which
he did.
So those are your two big ones.
Yeah.
But definitely the big one, McCaffrey. I mean, that's
Of course. That's a season changer. You can ask member Tyler Patterson.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
It's the changer.
You saw unanimously the number one running back on the first team.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist, but
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, that's all I got for you. I don't know.
All right.
Unless you want to hear. I mean, I could run through a lot of moments.
I'm sure we could. But instead, we're going to wrap things up. There it is. Man of the hour, answering 8 questions and eating 8 wings, knocking both of them out of the park for the finale. Jack, that camera, and that camera. What do you got going on in your life?
I'm going to go back up to St. Norbert on the January 27th. Won a couple poker games in the last few weeks. Probably going to win another one coming up. Back to baseball. Probably go to Florida at spring break. That's about it. That's all I got for you.
Fantastic.